Achieving zero waste sounds pretty ambitious, but in Yolo County, a pilot program is underway right now to reduce the footprint of single-use material. And joining us this morning is Justina Vega with Recology Davis and Joy Cohen with Meals on Wheels. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Justina, I'm going to begin with you. So what is the goal of Waste Zero Davis? Where was the need here?
I think a lot of times people think of Recology and other garbage companies as well as their waste haulers, which is 100% true. However, we're also in the business of resource recovery. It's really important for us to be stewards of the environment, to collaborate with our community partners and divert as much material out of the landfills as possible.
Yeah, so Joy, so how does Meals on Wheels factor into all of this?
Well, we want to be good stewards of the resources that we use to serve over 1,000 seniors whom we serve daily in Yolo County. And so these black plastic recyclable trays have been sort of a barrier to us feeling like we're being those good stewards that we want to be. So finding a way to encourage the recyclability of those has been extremely important to us, and we're glad to have Recology Davis as our partner.
And of course, Meals on Wheels services a lot of seniors who are food insecure.
Correct.
So as far as what Recology is going to be offering, how are you folks getting the word out?
We do a number of community outreach programs through education. This was an opportunity to hit a very specific target audience, and we partnered to create a label to just notify them that when they get their meals, it's right there on the top. There's a sticker that says, hey, please don't forget this needs to go in your recycling bin. Right,
so again, just to make note, this is not going to affect anybody's meal delivery service whatsoever. I would be remiss if I didn't ask you, what is right now the food insecurity level in Yolo County? What are we looking at?
Well, we serve the senior population specifically. Yeah. About 20% of the seniors in Yolo County are thought to be food insecure, and that's per a study that Yolo Food Bank did actually in the recent past. And so that equals about 8,100 seniors who are food insecure, living in poverty, and in need of our services. At the point here that we're serving 1,000, which is a 250% increase over the past 2.5 years, we're still only scratching the surface. So we're looking for ways to extend what we can do. Ideally, at some point in time, we'd like to move to compostable trays, but they're extremely expensive. So in the meantime, we still want to pursue this path of being good stewards. And again, we're very pleased to be doing this with Recology.
Yeah, and again, this is a pilot program, just launched beginning of this month. What's the time frame, and do you think that if successful, could this expand beyond Yolo County?
That is absolutely the hope, that it expands, that other haulers that are serving other municipalities also take notice and partner with Meals on Wheels and other organizations similar to that, to where we can continue this on. We actually take the recycling and we sort it at my facility. I have a great team. We hand sort it, and I've been seeing the trays come through. So it's been really, really great that, obviously what we're doing is working.
Very nice. Well, thank you again for joining us this morning, and best of luck. Hopefully it continues to be a success.
Thank you.
Thanks.